Diggins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good afternoon here on Homegrown Local Radio, R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, coming to you live from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter radio booth this afternoon. The 36th annual Aitkin Gobbler Holiday Basketball Tournament on the boys' side of the bracket here as we get ready for a snowy afternoon of basketball here on Homegrown Local Radio. Paul Vold on the call tonight. We get ready for this contest this evening. We get you a look here at what is in store for the contest, as well as the Aitkin Gobblers sitting at 0-4 on the season. They will be taking on the likes of the Foley Falcons, who are 2-1 on the season, as well as the 2-3 on the season are the Foley Falcons. Paul Vold coming to you live here this afternoon, not only on the Gobbler, rjbroadcasting.com, and your live event. .com. The Aitkin Gobblers, again, 0-4 on the season. Their first game since there has been, looks like, since December 17th, a tough loss out on the road against the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars, 52-51. Landon Jansen did pile on 13 points in the win. Had 4 players reach 8 points as well, so scoring wasn't a big issue, but it was just timely shots and also free throws that came back to hurt the Aitkin Gobblers here this evening, as the Gobblers, again, still looking for their first win on the season, sitting at an 0-4 record. Now on the other side for the Foley Falcons, they started off their season 2-0 with wins at Royalton and Maple Lake, but since then are riding a 3-game losing streak. Losses to Kimball by 20, a loss to Annandale 69-27, and then fell to Sauk Center 56-38. And of note of those contests, all 5 games this season for the Foley Falcons have been out on the road. Not one single home game this season. The road warrior factor for the Foley Falcons has been sorely missed here, especially after the fact, after the holiday tournament going into the new year. January 4th through the 14th, they will be at home for 5 straight games, led by the likes of Daniel Dahman with, looks like 8.5 points, 5 rebounds a game as well. Tegan Duval with 7 points and 5.5 rebounds per game for them. And Riley Pikegress also with 6 points and 6 rebounds a game for the Foley Falcons. But we got lots to get in store here for this contest. Of course, the winner of this game will play tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. That will be against Piers, as Piers pulled out a late one, 74-72 in overtime. The victory was over Greenway, while the loser of this contest will take on Greenway at, looks like that will be at noon tomorrow, right here from Aitkin High School. Of course, we got the girls' bracket to talk about. We'll talk more about the brackets here this afternoon, have our sit-down conversation with Coach Scott Stanfield for the Aitkin Gobblers still coming up here this afternoon. It's the holiday basketball tournament, afternoon basketball here on the Gobbler and rjbroadcasting.com. We'll take a break as well. Get you back here for more with the brackets here this afternoon for the holiday tournament on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses UC Advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
At R&J Broadcasting.
Your vehicle. To begin, go to shop.paulbex.com.
Welcome back here this afternoon to the Gobbler as well as yourliveevent.com with the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Foley Falcons today. Gobblers with an 0-4 record, but the Foley Falcons sporting a 2-3 record. Getting a look here at the bracket for the holiday tournament this afternoon with the boys bracket getting decided early with Greenway falling to Piers in overtime by the score of 74-72 in overtime. So the winner of that game will play at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon against either Foley or Aitkin, the winner of our contest, while Greenway, the fallen team in that contest, will play the likes of. That's going to be against Foley or Aitkin, which whenever it loses today's contest, that will be with the likes of the third place game at noon tomorrow right here in the high school gymnasium. Of course, Foley and Aitkin JV playing, Greenway and Piers JV also playing here this afternoon, although the JV coach is over here this afternoon, so I'm not quite sure if the JV game got finished up or if other circumstances have led to that contest. We'll get full scores and much more coming up here when we can get them here this afternoon. We got a light broadcast schedule tonight because of the fact that we're the only games here. Of course, we've got the other matchup with the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the McGregor Mercs. That'll be at 7 o'clock tonight, scheduled for about a 6:40 pregame show on Real Country 94.3. Of course, that game playing on Real Country for two reasons. One, because it also includes the McGregor Mercs, but also does feature the likes of, over on right here on the Gobbler, coming up at 7 o'clock tonight, we will have the bowl game with the Minnesota Golden Gopher football team taking on West Virginia in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl game. That will be scheduled for a 7 p.m. pregame kickoff coming up shortly after 9 o'clock out in Arizona. Girls' side of the bracket for the 36th annual holiday basketball tournament. We'll have at 5 o'clock tonight with Northwoods taking on Malacca, and then following that game, our contest on Real Country 94.3 will have the McGregor Mercs taking on your Aitkin Gobblers in the girls' game of the bracket as well. Take another break. We'll have our sit-down conversation with Coach Scott Stanfield for your Aitkin Gobblers joining us here on the pregame show as he makes his way over. We'll take this break. We'll have much more still on the way. The Gobblers take on the Foley Falcons. It's the 36th annual Aitkin Holiday Tournament put on by the Aitkin Quarterbacks Club on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
We are inspired to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
Welcome back this afternoon here to YourLiveEvent.com and also on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. A little timing concerns here with our broadcast this afternoon. And we'll get you right to our conversation that we had with Coach Scott Stanfield for the Aitkin Gobblers here, getting ready for our contest with the Foley Falcons and the Aitkin Gobblers. Welcome back to the pregame show here this afternoon on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those also joining us at YourLiveEvent.com, the Aitkin boys taking on the Foley Falcons this afternoon in the holiday tournament here from Aitkin High Schools. Now we get to catch up with head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers, Coach Scott Stanfield, joins us here on the pregame show. Now, Coach, it's been a little time since your last contest as well. A little over a week plus now at this point with your last game, that tough road loss at Hinckley-Finlayson as well. And again, we had talked about it on the Saturday Sports Wrap previously. Came down to shooting some free throws at the very end. But again, looking back at that game, what are some big takeaways from that loss?
Well, we got down. I liked the way our kids fought back. I thought our pressure defense going down, the last 4 or 5 minutes created some problems for them. We just didn't capitalize at the line. When you don't do that, they're just going to keep following you, and that's what happened there. But I was really happy with our kids. Just kept fighting. It was an off-shooting night for us, and at the line and from the field. But our defense kept us in it, which is a really good sign. Usually when kids aren't playing well offensively, their defense kind of suffers. But that wasn't the case for us. We just didn't make the free throws we needed to, and it was a lesson learned. We got into the gym and obviously worked on that a lot, and just a lot of shooting and trying to smooth some things out. But our effort is always really good.
Yeah, that kind of answered my next question too. Obviously, talking about with the layoff between the last game and now 2 days and 2 games as well with this holiday tournament too. Obviously, talking about ironing out a lot of shooting as well, maybe finding a couple of things. There are other things. I know it's been a tough start to the schedule for your team too. A lot of tough teams that you played. Anything else you kind of noticed with the start of the year that maybe just isn't going the way that it should for the Gobblers?
Well, I think we're starting to figure out a rotation, who can help us when, and also we didn't see any zone the first 3 games. Then the start of the 4th game against Hinckley, they went man, and they really couldn't handle us. Our man offense, they went zone. We didn't work against zone all year, very little in practice. We're going to see some more today. Foley plays a mixture of a lot of different kind of zone looks, so we really worked on that, get our kids into our zone offenses and tried to get them more comfortable with it, because when Hinckley kind of came out in that, we weren't ready, and that's on me, and our kids are ready for that. So I think you'll see a smoother zone offense today.
How's been the offense so far for your team too? I know that the last game Landon led the way with 13 points, and you got a handful of players with about 8+ points too. Has it been a real mix in depth for your team that's really provided a lot of offense for the team so far?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think a lot of kids are pressing a little bit too much, trying to be the guy. We lost Hunter Nissen last year, who, every game gave us 20 to 25, and I think some kids are trying to do that, and they're kind of playing out of their skill set. So if we can rein them in and they stay within their skill set, we can have 6-7 guys in that 10 to 12 point range, and that's kind of what we're shooting for. And I think the kids are recognizing that, and during practices we really emphasize that. You don't have to be the guy to get 30. We just want you to do your job and get 8 to 10, and everybody do their part. So I think that'll come today and down the road. Those roles are really starting to get figured out and starting to smooth out.
Coach, you kind of mentioned a little bit, too, about what you're going to see a little bit from Foley as well with their defense as well. But what are you looking at here for your team as well, trying to, maybe put a little bit of slowdown on the Falcons this afternoon?
Well, we're going to get after them. We're going to try to press them, and we'll play man defense and throw a mixture of a little bit of zone in. But we want to be a really good man-to-man team. I think we are. We're capable of doing that. We played good defense in Hinckley and played long stretches of really good defense our first 3 games. So we're going to sell out on that end, and the shooting will come around. But we're going to get after them. We're going to mix it, a lot of different kind of looks, full court against them, and see what happens, see what kind of depth they have. So,
Coach, best of luck this afternoon. We'll talk to you after the game, too.
Okay, thank you.
Our conversation with head coach for your Aitkin Gobblers, that being Scott Stanfield, joins us here on the pregame show. The Gobblers 0-4 on the season, looking for their first win of the year. That is going to be on its way, potentially, as the Gobblers take on the 2-3 Foley Falcons in the midst of a 3-game losing streak here this afternoon. And again, the Gobblers and the winner of this contest will be facing the likes of Piers in the championship side of the bracket for the championship tomorrow afternoon. That'll be at 2 p.m. And then we'll carry the broadcast of the Gobblers game, whether it be against Piers or Greenway. Greenway will play in the third place game at 12 right here from Aitkin High School. And again, our broadcast of the Gobbler game, whether it be against Piers or Greenway, it'd be nice if the Gobblers were in the championship. That'll be on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930 and FM 103.1. We'll take a break. We are going to get for you our starting lineups. National anthem, I believe, may or may not be happening. We'll have to wait and see. I know the first game probably started off with the national anthem. We'll just have to check it out here on the other side of this break. Gobblers taking on Foley Aitkin High School Basketball Holiday Tournament here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back here this afternoon on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those also tuning in online at rjbroadcasting.com. We get ready for the opening tip of our contest. Just a friendly reminder as well for those tuning into yourliveevent.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast this afternoon, and we will get ready here with a look at our starting lineups for both teams here today. Getting first for the visiting team on the scoreboard, that will be the Foley Falcons this afternoon. Number one is a 5'11" sophomore guard at Gavin Gross. And number 3 is a 5'11" senior in a guard in Brock Mumm. Number 11 is a senior forward at 6'5", Ryan Pipegrass, and number 15 is a 6'2" senior forward in Daniel Dahman, and at number 25 is a forward at the junior position at 6'4", Tegan Duval for the Foley Falcons this afternoon. For the likes of the Aitkin Gobbler boys basketball team, their starting lineups will be looking like this. Number 1 is a senior forward at Gus Sanford. Number 2 is a 6'3" senior forward, Landon Jansen. Number 11 is a senior guard at 5'10", Zach McDonald. And it will be number 13 being a 6'3" senior forward, Alex Palm. And number 15 is a 5'10" senior guard in Jalen Williams. Head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers is Scott Stanfield. A big thank you as well for them to tune in here this afternoon as we get ready here for the opening tip. As the Aitkin Gobblers will be the home team on the scoreboard, visiting home red uniforms with the Aitkin script, solid white numbers, red jerseys, while the Foley Falcons will be in road whites with Foley going across the chest, solid blue numbers, black trim around the numbers as well. As the opening tip, won and controlled by the Foley Falcons. They will establish themselves on the timeline, working it right to left on your radio dials and on your computer screens at yourliveevent.com. As the jump shot on the way, no good as the rebound goes in the hands of Gus Sanford. And the Gobblers will bring out the offense to the left side, now working it over to Zach McDonald. Into the left corner now for Jalen Williams, back to Zach at the top of the circle. Now working right side to Gus Sanford. Into the wing now for Jalen Williams. He goes from corner to corner, fed down low to Alex Palm. Palm looks for a pass to Jansen. It's stolen away and a turnover taken away by number 15. That's going to be Daniel Dahman for the Foley Falcons as he leads the team with 8 points, 5.5 rebounds per contest on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Working it top of the key now for Riley Pipegrass. Fed inside now as we get a stoppage out on the floor. A foul called right away against the Gobblers. This one going to go against. This one against Landon Jansen. That'll be his first with 17-7 to play in the first half. 0-0 our score here in the first game for the Gobblers in the annual holiday tournament here from Aitkin High School. Inbound pass high but caught by Brock Mumm, works it over left side for Pipegrass. Drives from the left wing inside, up with the right hand. Can't finish a shot. Jansen with a board. And we remain scoreless here just a minute over into our contest. Sanford works it right side now, feeds it left side now to the top of the circle for. Looks like that'll be Zach McDonald. His pass is stolen away. Working in the middle, fed down low, up off the window. Mumm shot too strong. Rebound up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Long rebound off the chest of McDonald. He comes out with the loose ball. Dahman tried to get the easy touch off the glass, but couldn't get it to follow through. Gobblers escape. Fed inside. Jansen up strong with it. He knocks it in with the first points of the contest going to the Aitkin Gobblers. 2-0 our score as we'll work it over in the left corner and a foul called. No, a travel. This will be a turnover by the Falcons. 16-15 on that Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard as we also keep our eye out for a big deal player of the game. Along with our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game as well. Gobblers work it over with now Jalen Williams. Looks for a pass to the left, goes to the right now for Zach McDonald. Turnaround jumper just beyond the elbow, no good. Palm with a putback and a rebound. He will put the Gobblers up 4-0. Fed back to the other side now for the Foley Falcons, looking to establish themselves offensively. A pass now looking for Pipegrass on the left wing. He'll get a screen actually for Deegan Duval. Duval unable to help much as well as the size of the Foley Falcons looks to rear themselves early as a long shot from Gross, no good, but a foul inside against the Gobblers as Pipegrass got the long rebound into his hands. Another foul on Aitkin, it looks like. Pipegrass fouled upon. as it'll be a foul assessed to Landon Jansen, his second foul and the team's second. 2 free throws for Peepgrass. First for him is good. Second one will be coming up momentarily. 4-1 our score. 15:31 to go. As we'll see Eli Christie checking the game for the first time today. I shouldn't even say tonight. It's still daytime. A little over 2 o'clock this afternoon. Second free throw no good. Rebound in the hands of Alex Palm, and the Gobblers will come back offensively, and the likes of Zach McDonald. McDonald will work it over left side for Christie. Christie will dribble his way back to the top of the key. Looks for a pass back to the left for Gus Sanford. He'll look to drive from the free throw line. Loses the handle. It's stolen away by Gross. Gross will take it the length of the court. Up with the left hand. Euro step basket will count. And he is fouled on his way to the rack. And one opportunity for Gross as he'll get the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. Gross will get to the line. Score 4-3. Fouls assessed against Gus Sanford, his first. And one free throw no good. Jalen Williams with a board. Williams will come across. Just before he comes across, actually, he hands it off to Zach McDonald. Now Sanford with it. Works it over left side. Loses the handle at the top of the key now to Alex Palm. Right side on the wing. Looks weak side. McDonald will drive. Easy basket for Zach McDonald. And it will be a 6-3 lead for the Aitkin Gobblers. Almost an errant pass thrown away by Peepgrass there, but keeps it alive for his team. Over to Brock Mumm. Mumm looks for a double team out of the trouble, and he will get it thrown away in a turnover by the Falcons into the hands of Alex Palm. Palm will give it up to McDonald as he'll take it across the timeline. Now to Gus Sanford at Jalen Williams, left side for McDonald once again. Looking for a pass inside to Alex Palm. Loses the handle, but re-gets it back out to Christie, I should say. Looks right side now for Williams. Williams looks for a pass back up top to Alex Palm to Eli Christie. Looks for somewhere to penetrate, pass inside. Ooh, there was a lane, but it was not the size favorite. And a long three-point shot from Sanford, no good. Peepgrass comes down with the board. He'll handle it, taking it across half court himself. Peepgrass, 13:51 to go here in this first half. 6-3, Aitkin leads. In the middle, Gross up with the right hand, lays it up off the window. And Foley keeping things close here, now down 6-5 on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. 13:35 to play in the first half. Christie for the Gobblers as they look to get some sort of positive movement. Now with Landon Jansen off the floor, it's Alex Palm inside. Turnaround shot off the rebound, gets it right back, and a foul called on the floor. And this one will go against Foley for the first time today. A foul assessed to them. And that's going to be Ryan Peepgrass, his first, and we'll get substitutions in. We'll see Charles Hackett and also Mason Zimmer checking in for Foley. I believe also number 24, Derek Dahman, into the game as well. Gus Sanford takes the inbound just off the left wing, now to the top of the key, right side for Alex Palm. Palm looks for somewhere to go with it. Back to the top of the umbrella now for Zach McDonald, a three-pointer off the back of the iron. Long rebound. Peepgrass comes down with it. He'll take it himself, coming across half court now to left side for Dahman. Actually, that's going to be Mason Zimmer. Zimmer with the handle with it. Back to Peepgrass at the top of the key. Right side now for Gavin Gross. Gross right back to Mason Zimmer on the left key now, looking it into a screen, it looks like, going weak side, where Peepgrass loses the handle as he travels, as he was falling to the ground. But Peepgrass contends that maybe there was a little bit of a push. Nonetheless, a turnover by the Foley Falcons. 12:47 to play here in the first half. Williams will inbound to Braden Smith. Braden Smith checks in for the first time. Zach McDonald is out with his 3 points. 6-5 our score. Gobblers lead. Driving his way, Gus Sanford, awkward shot, but he gets fouled on the way as he hits the deck into the back end. Right along the baseline. Foul will go against Foley's number 24, Derek Damon, with a foul, I should say, his first. 2 free throws coming up for Gus Sanford. Sand with a rebound, like to get in the scoring category. He will not on the first of 2. Second free throw coming up. Only the first free throw of the afternoon attempted by a Gobbler. Second free throw from Sanford is no good. A rebound down to Peepgrass. Gobblers got to hit those free throws. That's one thing Coach Stanfield talked about in our pregame show. 6-5. Got to take advantage of the free throw line. Gobblers hanging on to that 1-point lead. Peepgrass inside, up off the window. Zimmer's shot no good. Rebound down to Alex Palm. Palm will take it the length of the floor to Eli Christie. Christie to Sanford, drives baseline, left side, up and under the basket, up off the glass. Ooh, what a pretty shot inside as the Gobblers take that 8-5 lead with 12:03 to play on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Pass stolen away. It's taken by Gus Sanford. He'll take his time as he comes across half court. Sanford was labored early this season with a shoulder issue, but was able to take the start as Alex Palm fires up a three-pointer, no good. Long rebound. Gross will come down with it. Gross will take his time as he secures the loose ball across half court. Looks left side, up and under basket shot. Ooh, what a beautiful play. Loose ball for it. Braden Smith comes out with a rebound, but they're going to say a jump ball on the tie-up. Ball will go to Foley with 11:35 to play here in the first half. Gobblers up by that score of 8-5. Also on YourLiveEvent.com, we are broadcasting live from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter radio booth. Number 15, Daniel Damon back in. Official who made the call underneath the basket, talking things over with our official. It's actually going to be Aitkin's ball. It's our officiating crew down on the scorer's table. Need to clarify. Actually, it's supposed to be Aitkin's ball. Gobblers will get the ball nonetheless. Sanford gets the inbound from Braden Smith to Zach McDonald, who checks back in. Back to Sanford, left side for Braden Smith. Deep three-pointer off the left wing, no good. Rebound is loose, but a foul called on the floor as Palm tried to go for the putback shot, and he was rejected. Derek Damon assessed that will be foul number 2 for him tonight, and third team foul of the first half for Foley. 8-5 our score. Gobblers lead nearing the midway point of our opening half. Zach McDonald needs to get the ball in. He does. Alex Palm before the 5-second call to Braden Smith. Right corner to McDonald. Looks for a pass back out. Tipped out of the air. Palm comes out with it before it's stolen away. Palm draws a triple team to Sanford. Looks for a pass into the corner for Eli Christie. And the Gobblers will keep the basketball after being contended by Foley and saying the ball was tipped out by Gus Sanford. Inbound to Zach McDonald from Sanford. Cross half court. Well, they're already established at half court, so don't need to worry about that. To the right side for Eli Christie. Right back up top for Zach McDonald. Thinks about shooting. He'll go left side to Brandon Smith. Back to McDonald at the top of the key. Now he'll fire a three-pointer straight on. No good. A rebound is loose. Gus Sanford throws it right into Daniel Damon. And Sanford threw it with a little bit of, we'll say, zest on it, and nearly takes out Damon in the process. Might have gotten the wind knocked out of him as Sanford, again, threw it with a little bit of zest on it. Now it looks like Ryan Peepgrass will check back in as Daniel Damon will check out. Might have gotten him with a sun don't shine as Braden Smith is out, bringing in Micah Lane. Micah Lane for the Gobblers in for the first time today. 11:02 to play here in this first half. Gobblers up 8-5. Sanford, long inbound, goes off the hand of a Foley Falcon, and the Gobblers will maintain the possession even with the ball going across half court. Zach McDonald resets the offense. Left side now for Eli Christie. Christie back to McDonald, looks for somewhere to pass to the left. Poked out of the hands by Gavin Gross. He goes out of bounds. Stays with Aitkin with 10:47 in this first half. Leading scorer for Aitkin, well, 4 players with 2 points. That's how we got to 8. Gavin Gross leading the way for the Gobblers, for the Falcons with 4 points as a long rebound after the missed 3 from Sanford will result in a jump ball in the tie-up, giving it the possession arrow to the possession of the basketball, I should say, to Foley, while the possession arrow will go to Aitkin once Foley comes across half court. Now the Gobblers will get the ball as it's stolen away by Gus Sanford. Up with the right hand, lays it up off the window. Sanford now takes the team lead at 4 points in the first half. 10-5, the Gobblers lead. after another steal by Aitkin. Unofficially, 5 turnovers in the first half from the Falcons, I should say. 3 for the Gobblers, nearing the 10-minute mark here of our first half. Jumper from Peepgrass, no good, as its last touch by Foley. Charles Hackett contending that Zach McDonald touched the ball as it went out of bounds, but our official down on the floor says, nope, it was last touched by a Falcon. Gobblers keep the ball across half court. Christie fed inside to Michael Lane. His shot is blocked, but 2 free throws coming up. Michael Lane will head to the free throw line. Exactly 10 minutes to play in the first half. Gobblers up 10-5. Michael Lane. Timeout taken out on the floor. Quick timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him as well. 10 minutes to play. Gobblers up 10-5 on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with Your Live Event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of Your Live Event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to YourLiveEvent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast.
10:05 to play here in the first half. The Aitkin Gobblers lead by that score with exactly 10 minutes to go. Hasn't been for a lack of effort. Shots haven't been falling for either team, but once these teams start to get a little bit more comfortable, maybe those shots will start to fall. We'll get 2 free throws from Michael Lane as the timeout was taken by the Foley Falcons. First timeout, a Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout. The first from Micah is good. Make it 11-5 game for your Gobblers. Second free throw is the foul assessed by Charles Hackett. His first. Second free throw is no good. Who touched it last? It looks like it'll stay with Aitkin, as Hackett adamant that he didn't touch it. But yet, it looks like that he did, according to our official out on the floor, as Hackett with a foul. And also, Gobblers get the ball right back after the missed free throw. Zach McDonald will inbound to the far corner of the baseline to Jalen Williams. Cross-court pass on the inbound. To Gus Sanford out on the right wing. Looks to the top of the key now for Williams. Jalen back over to Zach McDonald on the left wing. To Jalen Williams at the top of the circle. Draws a double team. Now back out to Jalen. Once again, top of the circle. Fires the three-pointer straight on. High rebound tipped out of the air. It's brought down by number 5 in Mason Zimmer. And the Gobblers will defend the other side. Gavin Gross from 3. It's good. Gross with the first 3 made of the afternoon. 11-6 now. Or it should be 11-8, the score. As at least that's what my scoreboard says. On its way, high arcing shot with the putback. Sanford will get the touch to go for the Gobblers. Beautiful shot. As it is 11-8, now make it 13-8. After the putback shot from the Aitkin Gobbler forward in Gus Sanford. 13-8 our scoreboard on the game here, trying to get updated here as Gavin Gross fires a three-pointer, no good. Try to go back-to-back, but no good as a rebound goes down to Zach McDonald. Rebound for McDonald, 13-8. Now it's updated. Gus Sanford fires a 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Oh, Alex Palm tried to save it as it goes out of bounds with 8:43 to play in the first half. 8:43 to go. 13-8 our score on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Paul Vold on the call from the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth here at Aitkin High School, where the 36th annual holiday tournament winner of this game will face Piers at 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Loser of which has a pass stolen away by Eli Christie. Left side for Zach McDonald. Ooh, hesitation shot as he rolls it up off the fingers and gets it to follow in. A 15-8. Gobblers are in front. 8:18 as a foul called right at midcourt. Looks like Eli Christie. We assessed his first of the evening. The afternoon, I should say. Of course, after this contest will be the girls' side of the tournament with the Northwoods Grizzlies taking on the Malacca Wolves. And then the second game will be your Aitkin Gobblers taking on the McGregor Mercs. That game will be on Real Country 94.3. Inbound, almost taken away. It is taken away by the Gobblers as stepping out of bounds with it, unfortunately, was Jalen Williams, as it goes right back to Foley, so the steal was nullified in the process. Gavin Gross across half court for the Foley Falcons. Look for a pass somewhere. He'll go to the left side now for Daniel Dahman. Left corner now, thinking about the shot. Back out to Dahman for a three-pointer, no good, as Tegan Duval gave him the pass out of the corner. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Eli Christie, as Zach McDonald will take his time across half court. Low-scoring first half, well over halfway through, with 7:30 and counting downward left in the opening half of basketball. Right side now for Zach McDonald. Back over to left for Eli Christie. Had some space to work with besides to hold up. Now to McDonald out on the right wing into the corner for Jalen Williams. He'll drive baseline. Goes up strong with it. Basket will not go, but he is fouled. That means 2 free throws coming up for the Gobblers. It'll be Jalen Williams heading to the free throw line. Tegan Duval, that'll be his first. Team's 5th of this first half with 7:18 to play on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. First free throw from Jalen Williams is good for the guaranteed 2 after the foul shot. Gobblers now 2 of 5 shooting at the free throw line. Alex Palm checks back into the ball game. His second free throw is good from Jalen. I'll make it 3 of 6 for Aitkin. 7:18 to play. Cross half court, Peepgrass tries to get rid of it. He will do just that. Long cross court pass back to Peepgrass again after the pass from Daniel Dahman. Pass inside and a foul called out on the floor. Ooh, this one might go against Alex Palm, I believe. Foul goes against Jalen Williams. That'll be his first. And we'll get number 25, Tegan Duval, shooting a pair. First free throw from him is good. Try to get our scoreboard updated here. Now 17-9 our score. Yeah, should be up to date now for those tuning in the live stream this afternoon. Second free throw is also good, as Duval knocks down the pair of free shots. Across half court we go for the Gobblers, leading 17-10, exactly 7 minutes to play until halftime. Palm, turnaround shot inside to Micah Lane. He's rejected, swatted out of the air. Coming down with it was Brock Mumm. Mumm gives it up to Gross, skip past the right side for Peepgrass. Fed inside, Euro step for him, and we are to get a foul called against Micah Lane. That'll be his first, team's 6th, and I believe we're going to get free throws in the process. 2 shots, it'll go to Peepgrass. Second time at the line for him this afternoon. As first one no good. Now makes it 1 of 3. As we'll get Micah Lane to check out. Gus Sanford back in for the Gobblers. Second free throw also coming up for Ryan Peepgrass. Now just 1 point on the afternoon. Second free throw is good. Knocks down the back end of 2. Splits the difference. 17-11, a 2-possession lead for the Gobblers. Cross-court pass. Back and forth. McDonald and Sanford go. McDonald forced inside to Alex Palm. Looks for help. Draws a double team. Turnaround shot. It's met halfway up before being brought down by Ryan Peepgrass after initial contact from Tegan Duval. Cross-court pass back out to Gavin Gross for a deep, high arcing 3, high rebound, and we get a foul call on the floor. We'll go to Aitkin. They're going to call a foul, even though the ball went up off the mechanics of the basketball hoop. Even the ball should technically be out of bounds before the foul was called, as Aitkin will keep the basketball as the foul called against Gus Sanford. That'll be his second, even as the ball hit one of the wires that retracts the basketball hoop. And we'll get a 1-and-1 here for Tegan Duval. He'll get guaranteed 1 to start. But he also needs to make the second in order for the first in order for there to be a second, which he will not. No harm, no foul, I guess, except for if you're Gus Sanford. The only harm that is that, well, he's got an extra foul assessed to him. 17-11 across half court. Now the Gobblers come with it. to Gus Sanford. Works left wing into the corner now for Alex Palm. Looks for a pass back out. Up to the top of the key now for Zach McDonald. Right side for Eli Christie. Looks for something inside for McDonald as he'll go back to the top of the circle. Give and go between McDonald and also for McDonald and Christie as a timeout taken by Coach Scott Stanfield with 5:52 to play here in the first half. We'll step aside here for a break. It is now 17-11 our score here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome to
in Uptown Deerwood.
Welcome back here this afternoon on the Gobbler, KKIN and RJBroadcasting.com. 17-11 our score here from the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth. Gobblers leading 17-11 as, well, the Gobblers had something going there in the play as well, but not happy about it was Coach Scott Stanfield. Winner of this game takes on Piers tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Loser of this contest plays at 12 p.m. That'll be against Greenway. And I'll have coverage of the Gobblers whether it's at noon or whether it's going to be at 2 p.m. as well. Coach Scott Stanfield talking things over with one of our officials at the scorers table. 5:52 to play here in the first half. Gobblers being led, Gus Sanford with 6 points. 6 of the 17 points scored by Sanford. 7 points scored by Gavin Gross. Keeping the team in close here despite the fact that, you know, the Falcons 3 of 6 at the free throw line. Gobblers can't boast all that much. They're also 3 of 6 at the free throw line. And our officials talking things over here. We're going to have a huddle at the free throw line as one of our officials will give assess things over. Foley's in the bonus right now. 7 fouls by Aitkin. 5 for Foley in this first half with 5:52 to go. Braden Smith inbounds to Zach McDonald. He'll bring it across half court. Now we'll reset the offense, hopefully with a better option for the Gobblers than they were the last time they were down here. Palm to Christie for a three-pointer, and no good. High rebound. It's picked up by Ryan Peepgrass. 5 rebounds for him as Peepgrass looks to run the length of the floor. Dishes it out to Mum. Mum spins outside the lane. Underhand pass to Peepgrass for a 3. No good. Long rebound down to Alex Palm. Palm also with 5 boards in this opening half of basketball with 5:52 to play after that Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout for the Aitkin Gobblers. Offensively, Braden Smith back out on the floor. He works left wing now to Eli Christie. Bounce pass back out to Christie from McDonald. Out to Braden Smith, left all alone. Three-pointer on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound, it's picked up by Damon. That's Daniel Damon across half court. He'll drive. Will Peepgrass lose the handle, but they are going to say a foul. No, a charge, a late call by our official, but a charge called against Ryan Peepgrass will give his second, team's 6th of the first half. As we'll get a substitution in. It'll be Carter Thal checking in for Peepgrass. Carter Thal checks in for the first time today. Jalen Williams draws the contact, gets the foul, assist to Peepgrass, and Peepgrass is back out on the bench with under 5 to play. 17-11 our score. Working it back from Christie and McDonald. Back and forth they go from the top of the circle. Free throw jumper on the way from McDonald is good. McDonald will knock it down. 19-17 our score. 19-11, I should say, our score. As across half court, double team assessed to Gavin Gross. It's stolen away. A takeaway by the Gobblers and Jalen Williams across half court. Now waits for McDonald to reset the offense, which he will. Back right side for Braden Smith. Smith back out to McDonald. Left side for Christie. Christie looks for a pass inside. Not much going for him. He'll go left corner for Braden Smith. Thought about the three, but kicks it back out to Christie. Cross-court pass once again to Zach McDonald. From the free throw circle, back out for Christie. A three on the way. No good. Long rebound down to Braden Smith. Back out to Zach McDonald as the Gobblers will reset the offense. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound down to Christie with the shot. Can't get that one to go. And a rebound down to Carter Thel. Thel will give it up as he'll come across half court now. As it'll go off the window from Brock Mumm. His shot no good. Braden Smith will get the rebound for Aitkin. 19-11 with 3.5 to go until halftime. Of course, at halftime, we'll review the numbers. And, well, not much of an out-of-town scoreboard. It's the only game on the airwaves here this afternoon. It'll be a different story altogether here later on tonight. Zach McDonald down the right wing, right in front of the Foley bench. Left side to Braden Smith. Thought about the three, hesitates as we'll get a travel called against the Gobblers, and this one Braden Smith as he looked for a beautiful pass but picked up the feet in the process. 3:17 to go, 19-11. Gobblers are in front on that Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. It'll be Gavin Gross being defended by Jalen Williams. Tries to get it across half court with number 5 Mason Zimmer. Being well defended, just gets it across. It's tipped out of the air, turned over by the Falcons once again. Left side, pass tipped out of the air by the Falcons. Damon saves an easy layup basket for the Gobblers. And giving up points with 3:01 to go. McDonald inbound, well off the left side. Donald looks for that pass on the inbounds to the left of the basket. We'll get to Alex Palm in the left corner. Skip pass back up top to Braden Smith. Smith over to Jalen Williams. Looking to change up the play. He'll hand it off to Eli Christie as they switch positions. Braden Smith thought about the three as he hesitates. Looks for a pass back inside. Braden Smith. Double team against him. Back out. Now Christie left all alone. Pass in the free throw lane. Back out to Christie. Right side for Zach McDonald in the right corner for Palm. Palm looks for the dish out of trouble along the baseline. Now we'll get it back out on the right wing for Zach McDonald as the Gobblers play keep away here with 2:2.5 to go. Braden Smith, a three-pointer. Gobblers have not made a three this afternoon and will not on that shot as the shot goes high off the back of the rim and hits the stanchion, if you will, or the mechanics that repel the baskets here at Aitkin High School. Gavin Gross with the basketball as he takes the inbound across half court. And it'll be Damon with a shot high off the backboard, and it's going to be collected by Jalen Williams. Gobblers go with a full head of steam. Looks for a pass inside for Eli Christie. Little too strong as the Gobblers turn over the basketball. Turnovers starting to even out. It was well in favor of Foley. They have 9 turnovers, but in a couple of offensive spans. The Gobblers now with 6 in this first half. Score still remains 19-11. Under 2 to play in half number 1 of the Aitkin Holiday Basketball Tournament. Just getting across half court now. Gobblers will defend with Daniel Damon. Now getting it over to Carter Thel at the top of the circle. Now to Mason Zimmer. Zimmer back to Thel on the right wing. Looks for a pass out of trouble being defended. Almost taken away. Now it's taken away as Jalen Williams once again steals a pass in the lane. With a minute and a half to go, Gobblers look to stretch out their lead to double digits for the first time today. 19-11. Gobblers with the advantage. Right side, Gus Sanford just inside the lane. Feed pass inside. Oh, what a beauty from Alex Palm after a sweet dish from Gus Sanford. 21-11. It's a 10-point lead for the Aitkin Gobblers with 1:12 to play. Across half court. Now getting it over is going to be Zimmer. Couple of steps, but misses the shot short. And we'll get free throws coming up as it looks like Gobblers were fouling. It'll be 13. I believe that's going to be Alex Palm assessed the foul. It'll be his first of the afternoon. 2 shots coming up for number 15 in Daniel Damon. First of the 2 is good for him. 21-12. As Charles Hackett back into the game, as we'll see checking out Tegan Duval and also Carter Thel. As Riley Peepgrass back into the game for the Falcons. Second free throw rattles all the way around, no good, but a rebound down to Hackett as he dishes it back out to Peepgrass for a 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Turnaround jumper after the rebound, no good. Loose rebound once again. Who's going to come out with it? It's going to be the Gobblers. Jalen Williams initially came out with it. It was Brock Mumm who missed the initial shot in the process. On its way, it looks like. A three, no good. Rebound down to Alex Palm with under a minute to go. Left corner for Eli Christie. Awkward pass back out to the free throw lane. Gus Sanford dishes inside, turns it over. One too many passes, it looks like, on that series for the Gobblers offensively. 30 seconds to go and counting downward. 21-12, Aitkin with the lead. It'll be Mason Zimmer back out. Now for number 3 and Brock Mumm. Mumm in the free throw circle, back out to number 15, Daniel Damon. Thought about it. Zimmer inside to Hackett, up off the glass. Basket will count, and he is fouled as Charles Hackett takes a hack, and he'll head his way to the free throw line. Basket counts and a foul assessed to the Gobblers, and that'll be Eli Christie, his second of the afternoon. We'll get a couple of substitutions. It looks like Peepgrass is out, and one free throw coming up here momentarily from Charles Hackett. 10:06 to play, 21-14 is the score, and that will remain 21-14. Rebound to Eli Christie with 7 seconds to go. Gus Sanford, left corner for Jalen Williams, down to 3, down to 2. Got to get a shot off. Gus Sanford does. Oh, off the side of the rim, and no good. Gobblers will take the halftime lead at 21-14. Take a break here. Going to look at our numbers from this first half and also get you a look at what's happening with our later broadcast here tonight as well with the annual Aitkin Gobblers Holiday Basketball Tournament from Aitkin High School. Take a break. Halftime show coming up as the Gobblers lead 21-14 on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire
Security State Insurance on the second floor of the Security State Bank building in Aitkin.
Hey, welcome back this afternoon to Aitkin High School tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. As your Aitkin Gobblers and the boys' side of the annual holiday tournament up 21-14. Here with Paul Vold from the broadcast booth. You can always hear with the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter radio booth this afternoon. Gobblers up again 21-14. As we also see with our halftime numbers, 21-14, as the Foley Falcons led 14 points in that first half, 7 of them coming off the shooting of Gavin Gross. 2 points apiece for Ryan Peepgrass, along with Tegan Duvel and Charles Hackett just before the first half did come to a close. Daniel dominant with 1 point in the first half. 2 points and 5 rebounds for Ryan Peepgrass in that first half for the Falcons. On the other side of the stat sheet, 6 points apiece, Gus Sanford, Zach McDonald as well, but 4 points and 6 rebounds for Alex Palm in that first half as well. Very impressive first half for Alex Palm as well. 2 points for Landon Jansen, who sat out much of the first half after 2 early fouls to him. Jalen Williams, 2 points, 4 points and 6 rebounds, like I mentioned, from Alex Palm. 2 points, 3 rebounds for Jalen Williams, who's also caused a little bit of havoc inside with getting into the passing lanes and forcing a lot of turnovers in that contest as well. 1 point for Micah Lane in the first half as the Gobblers lead by the score of 21-14. Other first half numbers, looks like 10 turnovers unofficially for the Foley Falcons in that first half, compared to just 7 turnovers in the first half for the Aitkin Gobblers. A lot of those coming off steals from the likes of Jalen Williams and also for the Aitkin Gobblers. Only other game on the broadcast schedule here for tonight, that is one of our broadcasts, that will be the second game of our, well, basically a split doubleheader here today and also tomorrow as well. Aitkin Gobbler girls basketball team take on the McGregor Mercs tonight. That is scheduled for about a 7 p.m. tip-off with about a 6:40 pregame show right here, I should say over in our sister station. That will be on the Real Country 94.3 KKIN, as well as yourliveevent.com. We'll get that broadcast for you, because right here on the Gobbler, 7 p.m. pregame start with the Golden Gopher men's basketball, men's football. Start over there. Golden Gopher football will be taking on West Virginia in the Guaranteed Rate Bowl with a 7 p.m. pregame. A little after 9 o'clock, we'll get kickoff with the Gophers taking on the likes of West Virginia out at Chase Field, the home of the Arizona Diamondbacks in Phoenix, Arizona. Take a break. Much more still coming up here with the second half adjustments coming up as the Aitkin Gobblers do lead by the score of 21-14. The Aitkin Gobbler Holiday Basketball Tournament on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
And local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
Labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome back here this afternoon as we start to wind things down with the pregame show here on the Gobbler, KKIN and RJBroadcasting.com. Aitkin Gobblers up 21-14 on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Second half adjustments for the Gobbler as well. They have to be able to continue to rebound and get into the passing lanes of the Foley Falcons. It worked out great in that first half. Holding on to that 7-point lead, it was dicey to start off, especially when some of those shots weren't going down for the Gobblers, but now getting advantage, taking advantage of some of those steals. Jalen Williams has done a pretty good job in the passing lanes and taking advantage of those turnovers. That's definitely going to be a big thing for the Gobblers here in this second half, for them to be able to extend out this 7-point lead. Held a 10-point lead at 1 point here in this contest, but definitely need to contend with that going into the second half. Don't forget, coming up here in the second half, of course, second half action as well with the other side of our tournament this afternoon from the likes of Aitkin High School. The Aitkin Gobblers will take on McGregor tonight on Real Country 94.3, as well as the Gobbler. Take a break. Second half action is on its way here on the Gobbler. And for those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Energy Cooperative cares about you and your safety.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School here tonight on the Gobbler KKI. Today, I should say, here on the Gobbler KKIN and RJBroadcasting.com. 21-14 annual holiday tournament. The Aitkin Gobblers, boys side of the bracket, leading at 21-14. Second half action moments away from getting started here this afternoon. Wait here, fresh 18 minutes on the Brando Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. It's our official who has the basketball talking things over. We get ready here. Basically saying, watch the elbow, and now we're ready to go as we're waiting for that music to turn off as PA announcer Dave Sadlowski running things here this afternoon. And the Gobblers will start off offensively with Gus Sanford in the lane. A foul called out on the floor. This one a quick start to the second half on the fouls. Foul called against number 3. That's going to be against Brock Mumm, his first of the afternoon. With 17:46 to play here in the second half. Landon Jansen back into the ball game as he start off the same starting 5 as inbound pass is taken away by the Foley Falcons across half court. Pass inside. Alex Palm will take it away. We trade turnovers in a quick set of circumstances for both teams. Gobblers will take it across half court now, working it at the top of the key. Fed at the free throw line for Alex Palm. Turnaround shot is short of the mark. Rebound down to Brock Mumm. Mumm with the rebound will take his time. Hands it off to Peepgrass. Actually, that's number 15 in Daniel Damon. Across half court. Pass is stripped out of the air by Zach McDonald. He'll take it himself up and under the basket. Hands it off to Sanford. Up off the window, and it is in for 2 points for the Aitkin Gobblers. 2 turnovers thus far. Gobblers almost get another steal there from Sanford. Dishes it out. Peepgrass for a three-pointer, and good. Peepgrass with 3. 23-17 now our score. As right now with 16:58 to play in the ball game. Now working at left side, Zach McDonald to Gus Sanford. Sanford to McDonald. Looks for a pass into the middle now. Back to Sanford, fed down low. Jansen just outside the paint for a quick 2, but doesn't get it to go as it lands in the hands of Ryan Peepgrass. Back out to Peepgrass once again after the pass from Brock Mumm. Looks for a pass inside. He'll skip it over to Gavin Gross for a three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound down to Landon Jansen, who sat out much of the first half after 2 early fouls in that first half. Gobblers will reset the offense. Zach McDonald, 23-17 lead on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Back up top, McDonald thinks the 3. He'll shoot the 3. Off the back of the iron, no 3. Rebounded by Ryan Peepgrass. Peatgrass now with 7 rebounds in the ball game. At the top of the circle from the free throw line. Looks for a pass inside. It's stripped away by him, taken away by Gus Sanford. Dribbles behind his back. We'll go from the free throw line. Dishes it out. Palm to McDonald. A three-pointer for McDonald is no good. It went halfway down, but kicked back out. Rebound down to Tegan Duval as he hands it off to Gavin Gross across half court. Gross with the handle of the basketball being defended by Zach McDonald. It's stolen away once again. No, it's taken right back by Damon to Duval. Inside, up off the window, basket will count and fouled. Tegan Duval will head his way to the free throw line for an and one opportunity. As we will get a foul assess the Gobblers. Alex Palm, his second of the day. 23-19. As the and one free throw from Duval is no good. Long rebound. It's picked up by Zach McDonald. Unable to convert at the free throw line is Duval. 15-21 to go in this contest. Gobblers up by 4 now. Sanford double team to Zach McDonald to Alex Palm. Triple team back out to Sanford for a 3. No good. A rebound. Loose out on the floor. Jansen with the putback. He gets the loose ball and gets the 2 to go for the Gobblers. 25-19, Gobblers in front. Under 15 to play. Trying to go across half court. Ooh, foot just came across the half court line, but the official did not see it as it would have been an over and back. Duval now back out to Peepgrass out on the right wing, defended by Alex Palm. Palm looks to defend. He will do just that against Peepgrass. Back out to Duval out on the right wing. Looks for somewhere to give it to. He'll give it to Brock Mumm. Mumm out to number 15, Daniel Damon. An awkward shot off the right elbow. No good. It goes in the hands of Landon Jansen for the Gobblers. 25-19. Gobblers across half court now. To Alex Palm. Gus Sanford straight on three-pointer, no good. Long rebound to Jalen Williams. Throws it back in. It's tipped out of the air, and it's taken away once again by the Foley Falcons. Dished out. Left side, Peepgrass. One-on-one. Step back. Now will fire from the left elbow. Up with the right hand, and ooh, what a strong finish from Ryan Peepgrass with 5 points in the second half already. 25-21. Things starting to tighten up here in this ball game after the Gobblers led by 10 at the middle portion of the second and the first half, I should say. 13:43 to go. Alex Palm draws the double team back out to Jalen Williams. Straight on 3 from Zach McDonald is good. Zach McDonald knocks down the first three-pointer of the day for the Aitkin Gobblers, and it came at a good time. 28-21. First three made of the day for the Gobblers, as they will get it at a clutch time from Zach McDonald, who now has 9 points in the afternoon. Double team against Duval. Excuse me, that's going to be, that was against number 13, Daniel Damon. Almost throws it away, but it goes off a Gobbler, it looks like, and will stay with the Foley Falcons. We'll see. Derek Damon, Charles Hackett, and Mason Zimmer back in the game for the Falcons. 13:13 to go. Gobblers up 28-21 on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard here from Aitkin High School. Inbound, right to Mason Zimmer, who dribbles his way to the center of the court. Skip pass over to the right side for Gavin Gross to Ryan Peepgrass, fed inside to Charles Hackett. Double team on him. Looks to throw up a shot with the right hand and gets that one shot to follow through, as Hackett now with 4 points and the Gobblers still up. By now it is only 5 points at 28-23. 12:48 to go here in the contest. Cross-court pass once again for the Gobblers. Going back and forth. Looks for a drive back out. Now we'll kick it right side. Ooh, looking for a hot pass inside from the likes of Zach McDonald. Fires up a jumper, no good. High up in the air. Rebound is going to be last touched by the Falcons, it looks like, and they'll give the shot and the ball to the Gobblers with 12:31 to go. 28-23, Aitkin with the advantage. Gus Sanford will inbound to the basketball to the right side, looks for something before the 5-second call to Zach McDonald. McDonald back into the right corner, out to Jalen Williams again from Gus Sanford to McDonald as the Gobblers will reassess. Looking right towards the middle now, pass right side for Gus Sanford. Sanford back up, now looking left side again to Sanford out on the right wing. Fed inside, high pass, and there's going to be a foul called on the floor. This one against Charles Hackett, it looks like, much to his dismay. That is going to be a foul called against Hackett. Be his second. And they'll bring back in Landon Jansen. As Alex Palm will sit out with 12-12 to play. Inbound to Jansen in the lane, up with the right hand, and he's fouled on his way. Back-to-back fouls will be assessed, and a technical foul will be assessed as well to Charles Hackett. Oh, bad time for Hackett to get as well. One foul and also a technical foul, as Hackett now with 3 fouls, as it was going to be a non-shooting foul and a tech 1 from our official out on the floor. Much displeased from Charles Hackett. Get 2 free throws for Landon Jansen. First free throw from Jansen is good. Gobblers now 29-23 with the advantage. Second free throw from Jansen is also good. 30-23 the score. 12-10 to play. So the 2 free throws were a shooting foul for Landon Jansen. Now we'll get technical free throws from Zach McDonald as he misses the front end of one. Maybe we should have kept Landon at the free throw line. Zach will shoot another one, as the second one is no good. So the Gobblers go 2 for 4 after the shooting foul and then the technical foul against Charles Hackett, still with that lead at 30-23 with 12-10 to play in the first half. Or excuse me, in the second half, I should say. Inbound goes to Eli Christie. Christie will reset the Gobbler offense with Zach McDonald now working it back over to the right side. Looks for a pass to Landon inside. Double team on him. Now 4 players on Landon. Dished it back out to Gus Sanford down along the baseline. Basket will not count. 3-second call against the Gobblers, and a turnover by Aitkin will give the ball back to the Foley Falcons. 11:55 to play. Gobblers still with that lead. 30-23 the score, as the Falcons look to get the offense across half court, which they do. Gavin Gross from the top of the circle. Pass right side for number 24. That is going to be Derek Damon once again. Damon checking in. Derek, that is. Pass left side now to Gavin Gross. Gross gets a weak side screen from Riley Peepgrass. Inside now for Daniel Damon, and a travel called against Daniel Damon. We'll turn it over for the 5th time here in this second half. 15 turnovers unofficially in this ball game. 11:24 to go. Now working it across half court will be Zach McDonald. McDonald with the basketball at the top of the circle, right side for Eli Christie. Christie assesses. Now we'll go right back to Zach McDonald from the right elbow, fed inside to Jalen Williams. He'll go up off the glass. Jalen with 2 points, 32-23. Gobblers back up to a 9-point lead and looking to push it to double digits once again. Gavin Gross, pass inside, double team on him, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the Foley Falcons. 10:53 to go. Gobblers lead 32-23 on the Gobbler. And for those also tuning in to yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
Welcome back here this afternoon on KKIN AM The Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com. It's a little after 3 o'clock this afternoon here from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter radio booth. 10:53 to play in the ball game as the Gobblers with a 32-23 lead after a timeout, a Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout taken by the Foley Falcons. It'll be Daniel Damon with the possession of the basketball. Gets it to Ryan Peepgrass, who dribbles off the left side, looking for some trouble on the inside once again. Back out to the arc. Double team on him, and a foul called as a shot. No continuation, and foul out on the floor. This one will be a foul against the Gobblers. Gus Sanford will be assessed his third foul of the afternoon, unfortunately. 10:39 to play as we get a substitution. Gus will come out and brings back in Alex Palm for the Gobblers. 10:39 to go, inbound to the left of the basket. Tipped out of the air, it's stolen away by Eli Christie. Double team on him, up with the left hand, finishes this shot as he goes coast to coast. First points of the afternoon for Eli Christie. 10:29 to play. Across half court now come the Foley Falcons. It was Derek Damon left all alone. Looks for a pass. Mason Zimmer will roll it up off the glass and in for his first points of the day, 34-25. Gobblers taking their time across half court with 10 minutes to play. Up by the score of 9, 34-25. Landon Jansen on the left wing looks for a pass back out. He'll go to Zach McDonald. Gets a screen, weak side. McDonald goes against the grain. Up with the turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded down into the hands of Derek Damon, who will give it up across half court to Ryan Peepgrass. Peepgrass, top of the right side, looks for a pass inside to Derek Damon. Back out, Mason Zimmer. It's last touch by a Gobbler, as was Eli Christie trying to work the finesse a little bit on the official to say, hey, maybe it went to the Falcons. But alas, it was in the hands of Christie. The ball was taken out of bounds. And we'll see Derek Damon, a nice rollover for him. First points of the second half. Gobblers up 34-27 now. 9.5 to play, and a foul called against the Gobblers, it looks like. They're going to call a charge against Jalen Williams, I believe. They're going to give it against Williams. Not quite sure what they were calling there on the foul, nonetheless. A turnover by the Foley Falcons, and this one going to be Eli Christie, who is fouled upon, and 2 shots coming up for the Aitkin Gobblers. 9:16 to play, foul out on the floor. Daniel Damon will get his first. Eli Christie will get 2 free throws as well. Christie with 2 points in the contest, looking to add on to it with the front end of the 2. Missed. (34-27), second free throw from Christie is good. As we're going to stoppage here out on the floor. Substitutions checking in. Braden Smith will come in for the Aitkin Gobblers as Landon Jansen will check out. 35-27 on the Brando Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Foley trying to keep close here with the Gobblers, picking off passes in the lanes and not giving much second chance opportunities. Pass to the right side now for Derek Damon as he looks to hand off the basketball. No, he'll keep it himself into the right corner now for Gavin Gross. Gross looks for a pass back out to Daniel Damon. Turnaround shot hard off the glass as Eli Christie comes down with a hard-fought rebound for the Aitkin Gobblers. He'll come across half court, works it over to the right side. Braden Smith going to fire off a 3. It's good for the Gobblers. As Braden Smith, another big 3. Gobblers have not made anything from three-point range, but 2 big three-pointers in the second half have helped. It's back up to 11, and a travel by the Foley Falcons will now make it a turnover, now unofficially 17 on the day, 7 in the second half. 8:31 to go. An 11-point lead at 31-27 the score. A 4-0 run for the Gobblers here in a recent stretch after a stoppage out on the floor. Braden Smith on the left wing, back up top now, works right side for Jalen Williams. Williams looks for a pass inside to Eli Christie. Beautiful touch, can't get the shot to go as Tegan Duvel will get the loose change on the rebound. Missed opportunity for the Gobblers there on a beautiful pass inside. Great passing back and forth. We go right side. Gavin Gross, his shot off the rim, no good. Rebound and the putback is good for Tegan Duvel. Another rebound and 2 more points for Duvel. He's got 6, and it's a 38-29 advantage for the Aitkin Gobblers as they come back offensively. Working it over right side for Zach McDonald. McDonald looks for a pass on the right wing. It's stolen away by Daniel Damon. Up with the right hand, fouled on the arm. Basket will count, and he is fouled. Braden Smith tried to stop, but unfortunately it will be an and-1 opportunity. Daniel Damon, his first points of the day. 2 fouls for Damon, but also 2 points as Gus Sanford back in along with Alex Palm, as we'll see Braden Smith and we'll see Zach McDonald Eli Christie checking out as the and 1 free throw no good. Jansen with a rebound as Jansen who checked back in for the Gobblers. 7.5 to go, 38-31. Gobblers with the advantage. A low-scoring ball game. Gus Sanford goes off right side off the window. He's in double digits for Aitkin. 40-31, the advantage as Gobblers look to get answers back the other way. A double team on Peepgrass leaves an open opportunity for Thel. Goes off the shoe of Landon Jansen, and a turnover once again by the Foley Falcons. Now with under 7 minutes to go on the Brando Motors of Aitkin scoreboard, Gobblers up by 9. Almost a turnover. Gobblers collected as Gus Sanford will reassess after he almost turned over the basketball. Right side for Zach McDonald. McDonald looks for help in the lane. He'll give it himself out to the corner. Alex Palm, a three-pointer. No good, left short. It hit the bottom of the net, but not the way that the Gobblers wanted it hit the bottom of the net, as Daniel Damon to Tegan Duvel. The shot will count as he is fouled on the way once again. And Duvel will head his way to the free throw line with the Falcons now trailing 40-33. Foul assessed against Alex Palm. Now is 4 fouls. The last time that mystery foul came through, it was Alex Palm. And 1 free throw, no good. Gobblers taking advantage of the fact that Foley missing at the free throw line on the season. Just 52% for Foley at the free throw line. As Alex Palm down along the right baseline. Ooh, tried to get the shot to follow through, cannot get it. As Landon Jansen tried to get the rebound, but just tips it out of bounds on his way out. Eli Christie is back in, as it will be Alex Palm checking out now with 4 fouls in the game. Daniel Damon across half court. Derek Damon, I should say, try to go coast to coast. Tegan Duvel foul out on the floor on the rebound. Oh, this one might be against Landon Jansen. I'm going to say it's against Landon. That's 2. No, that's 3 free throws. He wears number 2. 6:16 to play. Gobblers up 40-33. Inbound to the right of the basket. Carter Thel will get it to Ryan Peepgrass. Peepgrass will from the right elbow, dishes it back out to 24, Derek Damon. Damon step back at the free throw arc, but we'll get it back out to the three-point arc, I should say. Max Shimoleski checks in for the Falcons as Tegan Duvel imposing his will inside right now and taking advantage of the fact that Landon Jansen has 3 fouls and just gave up 2 more points, 40-35. Gus Sanford on the left side. Pass is blocked. Shot is blocked from Tegan Duvel. Roller pass inside. Duvel up off the window. Duvel with 10 points here in the second half. And Foley cuts it down to a 3-point deficit at 40-37 with 5 minutes to go. Take a break here this afternoon. Gobblers up by 3. Hanging on here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Flashlights, and a supply of fresh batteries. Also, have water, blankets, and non-perishable food. Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative cares about you and your safety.
Welcome back to here this afternoon on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and yourliveevent.com. Gobblers were up by 11 in this contest. Now they're just hanging on to a 3-point lead with just under 6 minutes to play at 5:40 exactly left here on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Paul Vold on the call from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter radio booth. A timeout was taken by the Aitkin Gobblers, a Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout, as the Gobblers with the basketball to Jalen Williams, who checks in after some time off. As Gus Sanford with the basketball. No, that's going to be Zach McDonald. He's fouled at the three-point arc, and that means 3 free throws coming up for Zach McDonald. Foul will go against Carter Thell, his first, and 3 for Zach McDonald at the free throw line. 5:24 to go. Gobblers with that 3-point lead. Now make it a 4-point lead. 3 guaranteed free throws for Zach. The 41-37 advantage. Second free throw from McDonald is good. One more to guarantee and a 5-point lead. Rebound is for the Gobblers after the missed free throw. Gobblers go 2 of 3 as a turnover by Aitkin will go into the hands of number 12. That's Max Shimoleski for the Foley Falcons. 5:10 to go as the Gobbler student section, or Gobbler parents section actually, trying to get the defense into it by chanting defense. To the right side now for Thell. He's going to fire up an awkward 3. It is good. 3 for Carter Thell, who was just more like, let's see what happens if I throw it up in this direction. 42-30 the score. Right side pass. Now back over to left for Eli Christie. To Jalen Williams to Zach McDonald. One-on-one being defended by Shimoleski. Now to the top of the key for Sanford. Jalen Williams out on the left wing. Looks for a pass inside to penetrate. Nobody there. Even on the second attempt by Landon Jansen to Gus Sanford. 4.5 to go. Gobblers up by 2. Zach McDonald at the free throw line. Back out to Landon Jansen after a pass from Gus Sanford. Sanford calls for it back. He'll get it right back to Jalen Williams at the top of the circle. Now right side for Eli Christie. Looks to drive from the free throw line. Dishes it back out to Zach McDonald. 15 seconds taken off here on this possession. Zach McDonald, left corner. Oh, it would have been an easy layup. It would have been contested, but it would have been 2 guaranteed as Gus Sanford was left all alone in the left corner and threw it wide of the mark. 4:10 to play. Inbound, almost thrown away by the Foley Falcons. Loose ball out on the floor. Gobblers come out with it from Zach McDonald. McDonald left corner and a double dribble against Aitkin. Our official is going to call. 42-40 with 4:04 to play. Stoppage here out on the floor. Alex Palm checks back in for Aitkin. Palm will go in, I believe, for Landon Jansen, giving Landon a spell there, which will help in the later moments of this contest. 4 minutes to go. Gobblers up by 2 at 42-40. It was a large lead for them at well over double digits here in this second half, but has dwindled down to 1 possession. Ryan Peepgrass, right side, up with the right hand, can't finish a shot. Rebound, long. It's going to be picked up by Zach McDonald. Gobblers will come across half court with the possession. This one will be for Gus Sanford. Sanford with the basketball, working right side, fed to the likes of Alex Palm, and the pass unable to get through to Alex Palm as it was tipped in the lane some way, somehow. 3.5 to go. Ryan Peepgrass with the handle of the ball to the right side now, inside to Tegan Duval. Duval with 10 points. Make it 12 points in the contest. We're tied at 42. Duval with 12 points out of his 14 coming in this second half. Gobblers and Falcons tied, and a timeout taken by the Gobblers. 3:06 to play here on the Brandel Motors of Aitkin scoreboard. Take a quick timeout here this afternoon with 3:06 to play here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
Back here from the likes of the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter radio booth here on the Gobbler and also at rjbroadcasting.com and also yourliveevent.com. A lot of strong contenders thus far for our big deal player of the game, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game as well. We'll talk about those players coming up here at the conclusion of our contest and also in the postgame show with hopefully a Gobbler victory looking for their first of the season. Gobblers 0-4, while the Foley Falcons riding a 3-game losing streak. After starting the year 2-0, they are 2-3. Gobblers held an 11-point lead in this contest. Now it's down to, well, 0 because we are tied at 42. Eli Christie for the Aitkin Gobblers at the free throw line looks for a pass back out to Jalen Williams. He get it out to Zach McDonald. McDonald step back, thought about the three, pulls up for a pass to Jalen Williams. Double team on him, gets rid of it over to Eli Christie right side for Gus Sanford. Sanford looks for some direction from Alex Palm. He gets a screen at the free throw circle. Jumper on its way, short of the mark. Picked up by Carter Thell for the Foley Falcons. Falcons, long stretch pass, poked out of the air. It's a turnover. Gus Sanford comes out with the basketball and a foul called on the process. This one will be against Tegan Duval. It'll be a 1-1 for Gus Sanford with 2.5 to play. Gus with 10 points in the ball game, but needing more for his Gobblers teammates. 13 points, excuse me. First free throw, no good. Coming across half court for the Gobblers. For the Falcons, it'll be number 11, Ryan Peepgrass. Peepgrass held in check here for much of this contest after being the leading scorer for the Falcons here this season. Three-pointer on the way and is off the rim, no good from Thell. Rebounded down to Eli Christie with the basketball. Christie will hand it off to Zach McDonald with 2 minutes to go. We're tied still at 42. Christie's jumper off the back of the rim, no good. Duval with a rebound, and we'll come back the other way. Both teams slowing down the contest here after a couple of raucous series after recent playing and getting the lead down to single digits. Basket will count and fouled. Peepgrass comes alive and an and one opportunity. 44-42. Now the advantage for the Foley Falcons. Foul will be assessed against the Gobblers, number 11. That's not for the Gobblers. 7th foul for the Gobblers. Both teams in the bonus. Foul against Gus Sanford. That'll be his 4th foul. So Gus will stay in. Alex Palm and Eli Christie are out. Braden Smith back in. Talk things over here. It is an and one free throw. Our official under the basket. Talking things over, confirming as we're ready to go here. Just one free throw, it looks like. Confirming. 1:47 to go. Foul actually went against Jalen Williams, surprisingly. Jalen Williams got the free throw. It'll stay with Foley after the missed free throw as Jansen and Duval were battling for it. 1:47 to play, and Foley keeps the possession after the missed free throw. Inbound to the right of the basket it will be as the substitution checks in. Gavin Gross checks in, and coming out is Brock Mumm. 1:47 to play. Inbound to that right of the basket. Derek Damon, as we get a timeout called just before the inbound happens. 1:47 to play here in this contest. 1:47 to go. It's a 2-point lead for the Foley Falcons. Looks like we got time for a timeout as well. We'll take it with them as well here. Riverwood Healthcare Center timeout on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
D1.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and RJBroadcasting.com. As Aitkin Gobblers trailing now by the score of 44-42 here with the 36th annual holiday tournament from Aitkin High School today. We did correct a couple of things here in this contest. It was actually Zach McDonald who did knock down a three-pointer earlier. We do have that corrected as it will be a three-pointer for Zach McDonald. Long inbound pass for the Foley Falcons will keep the possession after the missed free throw, 42-44 with 1:40 to go. Aitkin trails by a single possession, losing the handle, regaining it. Right side is number 15, Daniel Damon, fires up a jumper off the side of the rim. Landon Jansen with a rebound. Jansen will take it as he'll give it up to Gus Sanford across half court. Looking to the left side, now gets a screen right side for Sanford. One-on-one as his ball is poked out of his hands and out of bounds, as it will be. Staying with the Gobblers, 1:18 to go, Gobblers down by 2. As they'll actually inbound to the right of the basket near the three-point arc. Looking for someone to inbound. That'll be, there we go. Now we got, looks like this will be Zach McDonald to inbound the basketball to Jalen Williams. 1:17 counting downward, Gobblers down by 2. Looking right side. Now back over to the left. We'll go to Zach McDonald. McDonald from the free throw circle back out as we get a foul called on the floor. And the shot would have counted, but a timeout taken by the Aitkin Gobblers with 1:09 to play. It's like we're just keeping it right here. It's just a quick 30-second timeout, 1:09 to go. Gobblers led by the likes of Zach McDonald, 11 points. Gus Sanford also with 10 in the ball game. On the other side, a second-half surgence from Tegan Duvel for the Foley Falcons. 14 points, 12 of them coming here in the second half as well. 47-42 says our scoreboard. I don't know how or why it says 47-42. It should just read, unless I missed something. Three-pointer did not go. Scoreboard is confusing here. I still have 44-42. One of the assistant coaches, Daryl Smith, will come over for Aitkin to reset the scoreboard. Before we get playing here, the Aitkin coaches, all the Aitkin coaches over on the scoreboard here. I have 44-42, as we'll get those extra points taken off the scoreboard. Gobblers with the possession of the basketball, 1:09 to play, 44-42. Inbound will be right below the student section here. Working it to the right side will be Braden Smith. He'll bounce pass it in to Zach McDonald with exactly 65 seconds and counting downward in the contest. Gobblers looking for their first win of the season. Braden Smith, Zach McDonald, three-pointer on the way. It's good! Zach McDonald with another clutch three puts the Gobblers up by 1, 45-44. Dahman with the basketball and a timeout taken by the Foley Falcons. Gobblers up by 1, a clutch three from Zach McDonald. We'll take a quick break here on the Gobbler and RJBroadcasting.com as well as YourLiveEvent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1, and YourLiveEvent.com. A big-time three-pointer made by Zach McDonald puts him at, we have him down for 14 points in the ball game. as the Gobblers do hold that advantage here this afternoon. 45-44 in the first game of, well, technically the second game, the boys' side of the bracket, but the first game for both these teams. Winner will move on to take on Piers tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock. Loser will take on Greenway at noon. We'll have the Gobblers no matter what tomorrow afternoon. We wait for the inbound. It'll be Damon, with the inbound. He'll get it over to Derek Damon. Damon right back to Damon once again. Derek goes back to Daniel. 42 seconds to go, and Foley will try and hold it for the final shot. Inbound at the top of the key now. Gross looks for a pass to Ryan Peepgrass, that is. At the free throw line, it's poked away from Gross. Thought about the three. Hesitation. Stolen away by the Gobblers. Gus Sanford up off the window. Basket will count for the Gobblers as a huge turnover puts the Gobblers up by 3 as a foul called against the Aitkin Gobblers. It looks like 47-44. Third foul for Eli Christie to go along with his 3 points. We have 2 more points for Gus Sanford to put him at 12 on the afternoon. Landon Jansen will check in. Looks like Eli Christie is out. Believe a 1-and-1 free throw situation for the Foley Falcons. Derek Damon with the free throw. Gobbler fans getting into it, rumbling the grandstand. And one free throw, no good. It's last touch by the Foley Falcons. After the missed free throw from Derek Damon. Stoppage out on the floor here real quick. Substitution checks in. Tegan Duval is out. Brings back in number 5 and Mason Zimmer. 18.3 seconds to go. Bonus time for each team. Gus Sanford to Zach McDonald. He's fouled along the baseline. Gus Sanford hands the head as it'll be Zach McDonald heading to the free throw line. Be 1-and-1 as the foul assessed to Mason Zimmer. His first foul. Team's 8th. 1-and-1 free throw is everybody but Zach McDonald is off the free throw lane. Zach McDonald will get at least one guaranteed free throw. Knocks it. No, he doesn't get it to go. Gobbler still up by 3. Left side. Peepgrass from the top of the circle. 9 seconds to go. Peepgrass, step back, three-pointer on the way off the side of the rim. No good. Looks for a pass back out to Peepgrass. Down to 4 seconds, down to 3, and a timeout taken as the attempt on the shot was no good. A timeout taken by the Foley Falcons with just 2.8 seconds to go. A 3 would tie it, 2 does them no good, so they have to shoot the 3. Foul was made by, the free throw missed by Zach McDonald. The rebound was picked up by Mason Zimmer, I should say. 47-44. Just a quick 30-second timeout. That's why we're keeping it right here with 2 seconds to go. 2.8 seconds. We've had some very thrilling games to start off this contest and also for this tournament, as there has been good basketball so far. 47-44. Girls' side of the bracket will be coming up at 5 o'clock tonight with the first of 2 here from the Aitkin High School Gymnasium. 2.8 seconds. Looks like Peepgrass will inbound the basketball. Just from the three-point arc here at Aitkin High School. Gobblers will defend. Peepgrass will trigger the inbound to Gavin Gross. Turnaround, three-pointer on the way, no good. Gobblers will win. 47-44. That will do it. Gobblers victorious for the first time this season, winning 47-44. And we will take a break. Victory today, first of the season for the Aitkin Gobblers. Post-game show is on the way. Gobblers do win here this afternoon from the Aitkin High School holiday tournament here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com. Take a break. Lots to get to in the post-game show and more. Gobblers victorious on the Gobbler, YourLiveEvent.com.
Aitkin Gobblers Action with Your Live Event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aitkin. Enjoy the broadcast. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we inspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage of the Aitkin Gobblers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise to get in contact. That's yourliveevent.com.
It's been a family tradition since 1938, purchasing a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle at Aitkin Motors. Another tradition that Aitkin Motors is proud of is supporting extracurricular activities for area students. Need an oil change or vehicle repair? Schedule an appointment with the Aitkin Motors Service Department. Tires? Check out the low price tire guarantee. Aitkin Motors, family owned and operated, serving the area for over 84 years. For hours, appointments, and vehicle inventory, visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
In Brainerd.
Welcome back here this afternoon to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. For those also tuning in to yourliveevent.com here on the postgame show, Gobblers victorious, first win of the season. As we jump right into our postgame show, we're going to hand off the microphone here to one of our players joining us here on the postgame show. Zach McDonald joins us here tonight. Ultimately did hit the game-winning shot with just a minute left in the ball game. Zach, talking about what you see on that open shot that led you to make that three today.
Pretty much our coach called the play and we just ran it perfectly. Everything was set up perfect, and then I just shot it, Wasn't scared to shoot.
Absolutely. We talk about this game as well, getting the first win of the season, but first half is a little rough from three-point range for the whole team as well. But second half, we're able to hit some big shots from outside as well. Yeah. Was it one of those, just keep shooting and eventually something's going to fall in?
Yeah, like whole practice week this week we were doing really good shooting-wise, and then we just couldn't hit tonight. But we'll probably figure it out by tomorrow, hopefully figure it out, and then go get Pierce.
Absolutely, and we also talk about, too, with the first win of the season, I'm sure it's got to feel good. After a real tough start, played a lot of really good teams, but getting the first win on the home court's got to feel real good for you, too.
Yeah, it feels great.
All right, well, stick around here for a second, Zach. We'll make sure we get you big deal player of the game honors for Zach McDonald, brought to you by Brandel Motors of Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, Willie's Marine of McGregor, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, Whippler Precast in Pine River. Now joining us here on the postgame show is going to be our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. Then it's going to go to Jalen Williams here this afternoon, who joins us. Now, Jalen, we talk about this game as well. First win, it's a tight ball game as well, but a lot of difference, especially with your team getting up early in the first half, was a player like yourself and the whole team getting in passing lanes and getting turnovers as well. What were you seeing there out on the floor that led to you being able to get some of those steals and turn them in the points on the other side?
They weren't very good at handling the ball, and we knew that coming into the game because of our scouting report. And as a team, we just kind of decided that we were going to kind of own it and hold them to as low as we could for points.
Absolutely, and I know that late in the second half, too, you had that double-digit point lead, but eventually gets down to obviously a single possession. They get up by 2 points as well. What was it about this team, about your group that, didn't really get down and was able to claw back and eventually sneak out with the win here this afternoon?
Well, I mean, basketball it's a game of making runs for each team, points or defensively, and we knew they were going to go on a run eventually, and we just had to be able to keep our minds and slow it down and stop it.
Absolutely. We appreciate the time. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Jalen Williams. We're actually going to step aside here for a break. We'll get to Coach Scott Stanfield here in a moment. We got to get some T-shirts and everything to our big deal player of the game, and Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game as well. We'll take a break here on the video stream as well as the radio broadcast here on yourliveevent.com and the Gobbler, KKIN.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
At Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, their team works together to provide you with the ultimate Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet shopping experience. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. They're there to exceed your expectations, deliver the best service possible, and make car shopping fun again. Browse the lot at brandelgm.com. When looking for your next new or used vehicle, shop Brandel Chevrolet, Buick, GMC in Aitkin. Our reputation rides with you. brandelgm.com.
Welcome back here this afternoon to Aitkin High School here on the Gobbler and YourLiveEvent.com as we jump right back here in the postgame show. Of course, a big deal player of the game going to Zach McDonald here this afternoon to have him down for 14 points, 4 rebounds for him as well. Thanks to all of our wonderful sponsors for the big deal player of the game, but also our Enbridge Energy player of the game going to Jalen Williams. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a newer and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you from Enbridge as we now get our opportunity to speak with head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers. Coach Scott Stanfield joins us here on the postgame show. Coach, it was a nail-biter all the way to the very end, and you were talking about it was a rock fight, plain and simple, 47-41, but also first win of the season for Aitkin.
Yeah, and it should be a snowball fight with this weather instead of a rock fight, but neither team really shot particularly well, and a lot of it has to do with the holidays. I think kids are still getting up and getting going, a little different schedule, a little different pattern to their life, and we started kind of slow. We got up by 11, and all of a sudden they got back into it, which we know that's going to happen. Teams will make a run on us, but I thought our kids defensively were outstanding all game. Rebounding was much better from the last game we played, so there's certainly some improvements that are happening. They're subtle, and kids are a little apprehensive at this point just to release the ball and shoot it. And we work hard on it in practice, and just, basketball's a strange game. You just got to shoot it like you made the last 10, and in your mind that the next one's going to go. And I thought, out of a timeout, we ran a set for Zach, and he come off the double screen and nailed a 3. So mentally, Zach was very good all game. I thought he kept his poise. He was in tune to what things were going on, both offensively and defensively. And Jalen also was very good defensively, rebounding. And Gus did some good things, a couple steals, a big layup. So everybody pitched in, and, they had good size, much bigger than us, which every team's going to be. So we got to scratch and fight for everything we get, and tomorrow won't be any different. We'll play Piers, and they got a couple stocky big kids that'll give us a problem. They shoot well enough from the outside, so we'll go. I'm sure I'll get a few more gray hairs tomorrow, and another couple years I'll be all bald. But yeah, we'll just keep fighting, and it's high school basketball, and we expect kids to play a perfect game, but they're playing for an imperfect coach, and basketball is an imperfect game. There's going to be more mistakes made than good plays, so we just got to keep in mind that they're 16 to 18-year-olds doing their very best, and sometimes we lose track of that, but we got to keep that in the front of our minds at all times.
Coach, talking about obviously too with the win here this afternoon, and a couple of things that did stand out. First half, able to build up that lead and getting in some passing lanes and taking advantage of the turnovers that Foley was able to put out there on the floor. But, also did struggle from three-point range in the first half especially. But, at the end of it, it was a three-pointer that was the difference, and it eventually gave you that 2-point win too. But starting off, especially with getting in the passing lanes and, getting some turnovers to eventually lead to some, stolen baskets and everything, that's going to be a good feeling, especially with like Jalen Williams getting those lanes and, bringing up that aggressive defense.
Exactly. We're quick enough there, and Eli Christie's quick enough, and Zach's quick enough, and Gus is quick enough that we can put some pressure on the ball, and we'll just try to keep expanding on that and get our rotations maybe a little bit better when they get ahead of us, and help and recover a little bit better full court. But all in all, I thought the kids, they played hard and they stuck together, and I like coaching this team. You never know what quite's going to happen. but that makes you a better coach, I guess. So, and I'm fortunate for that.
Absolutely, Coach. And obviously, too, we were talking about that, a little bit of a preview. Obviously, you got Pierce tomorrow right here. It'll be the 2 o'clock game in the championship here for the tournament, too. Talking about the size and a little bit towards the advantage of Pierce, too. But, maybe see if that speed does work to your advantage in that game.
This Pierce team's a little different from the teams that I've seen in the past. I think they're a little stockier, maybe not quite as quick on the perimeter, but they're well coached and they're not going to beat themselves, so we'll have to go out and make shots and play good inside-out defense and just limit turnovers and see where it ends up.
Absolutely, Coach. Well, we certainly do appreciate the time for coming on here at the post-game show, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, too.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Head coach for your Aitkin Gobblers, Scott Stanfield, joins us here on the post-game show. Gobblers victorious, win number 1 of the 2021-22 season by the score of 47-41 here on the Gobbler. We'll take a break on your live event as well and start wrapping up the post-game show, and much more still on the way here from Aitkin High School on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Welcome back here for the final time this afternoon here on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, and yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold here on the broadcast here this afternoon. The Aitkin Gobblers victorious by the score of 47-41 here on the boys' side of the bracket for the annual 36th annual Aitkin High School tournament here from the high school gymnasium. Earlier score here on the boys' side of the bracket had Piers winning 74-72 in overtime. So that means that Piers will take on your Aitkin Gobblers tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. pregame start right here on the Gobbler and also on yourliveevent.com. And that means Foley will take on Greenway in the losers bracket, in the third place game, I should say, as the boys will play, the Aitkin boys will play in the championship game for the big trophy I can see from the other side here of the gymnasium. It'll be quite the trophy to hopefully bring home for the Gobblers here at their home tournament as well. Taking a look here at some of the numbers from our contest, leading scorer for the Foley Falcons, Tegan Duvel, 14 points on the night, 12 of them coming in the second half, 4 rebounds as well. Ryan Peepgrass, 9 points to go along with 7 rebounds on the day. 7 points for Gavin Gross, 1 rebound, but also seeing, looks like 3 points and 2 rebounds for Carter Thel, 2 points and 3 rebounds for Daniel Damon for the Foley Falcons as the Falcons fall to 2-4 on the season. Now a 4-game losing streak for the Foley Falcons here today. Leading scorer for the Aitkin Gobblers, Zach McDonald, who did also knock down the game-winning three-pointer with just a little over a minute left. 14 points, 4 rebounds for him. 12 points and 2 rebounds for Gus Sanford in this contest. We see 6 points and 7 rebounds for Landon Jansen, and also 5 points for Eli Christie, 4 rebounds, 4 points, 6 rebounds for Alex Palm in the win for the Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers now 1-4 on the season, but getting that first win of the season feels oh so sweet right here at Aitkin High School. So the Gobblers will play in the championship game tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. here from Aitkin High School with a 1:40 pregame start right here on the Gobbler as well. So we'll have both games on the Gobbler coming up tomorrow afternoon and evening here on Homegrown Local Radio and yourliveevent.com. So the Gobblers will get the win here today. And again, the girls' side of the bracket coming up here at 5 o'clock with Malacca taking on Northwoods. That's scheduled for a 5 p.m. tip-off with, that game getting underway here from Aitkin High School. A little bit of break in the action as the gymnasium starts to quiet down here this afternoon. So we'll have that coming up at 5 o'clock. Then after the conclusion of that contest, hopefully right around 6:40, we'll get pregame rolling on Real Country 94.3 with the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the McGregor Mercs. That will be scheduled 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off right here from Aitkin High School. Gobblers victorious, the boys' side of the bracket. That will be 47-44, playing in the championship tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. here from Aitkin High School on yourliveevent.com and on the Gobbler, AM 930, FM 103.1, KKIN. So don't forget, switch it on over to Real Country 94.3, 6:40 scheduled right abouts right here on Homegrown Local Radio. Don't forget at yourliveevent.com. We'll have that broadcast, again, 6:40, the pregame start on Homegrown Local Radio. And don't forget to turn on that video stream at yourliveevent.com. This has been a proud presentation of Homegrown Local Radio, R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Don't forget as well, right here on the Gobbler, 7 o'clock kickoff or pregame start for the kickoff show for the Golden Gopher football team taking on West Virginia. That is scheduled for a 7 p.m. pregame start with kickoff a little after 9 o'clock tonight here on the Gobbler. Again, that'll be right here on the Gobbler. Victorious are the Gobblers. First time this season. We'll get them tomorrow afternoon for the championship here from the Aitkin Holiday Tournament at Aitkin High School. Until next time, this is Paul Vold signing off here on Homegrown Local Radio, a proud presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, rjbroadcasting.com. For those also tuning into the video stream at yourliveevent.com, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you later tonight over on Real Country 94.3. Until next time, this is Paul Vold saying enjoy the rest of your Tuesday afternoon on Homegrown Local Radio and yourliveevent.com.
This has been a local sport.